Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I feel like I haven't been here in so long, but we're finally back and I have a very special and sweet guest.
Hello!
Sona Gasparian from Persona Cosmetics, and today we're gonna do something fun.
Yes, we are gonna do the assumptions tag. So basically we asked on Instagram what your assumptions are about us individually and maybe together, and now we're gonna just answer them and hopefully have fun.
Hopefully it's fun stuff.
Hopefully it's not mean, because sometimes these things can get a bit mean, but let's just see.
Well, we'll keep it all nice, fun, and positive, so stay tuned. All right, guys, so we're gonna start. Okay. I'm gonna read some of my questions. So, you rather stay home and sleep than go out with friends?
Is that true? I think it's true.
Yeah, I feel like I used to love to go out. I mean, I still do, but if I can get like a chance to sleep, I'm gonna sleep.
Yeah, me too.
I love weekends because Michael naps. He naps for like 2 to 3 hours. Sometimes Robert naps too, but and I just love to really take a good nap.
Same.
Do you?
Yeah. Oh my god, I hate going
Do you feel like that since we got older, or?
Yeah, a little more, but for me, like going out means going to dinner, having a glass of wine, and then coming home by like 10 o'clock. I hate going out after 10. It's just like not my thing.
Yeah. You want to do one?
Yeah. We'll alternate. You come from a wealthy family. I don't come from a wealthy family. I would say I come from a middle class family, but we all have had our ups and downs, and I feel like as a kid I've seen that like from my parents.
And it's good to see that. I feel like because it's like a good lesson to learn.
Yeah.
And I feel like with everybody, I always say, I said it on her channel too, life is a roller coaster, and one day you're up, one day you're down. So it's a good lesson if, you have some struggles throughout your life. And then when you do become, successful or whatnot, then you appreciate that more than if it was always given to you.
For sure. And I mean, we're both immigrants. So I feel like especially immigrant kids have seen like the struggles of their parents trying to come to this country and whatnot. So, okay.
All right.
By the way, we were drinking on my channel, so we're going to continue here.
You low-key want more kids. So if you guys don't know, I have 2 boys, my hearts. I have a 10-year-old and a 3-year-old. I didn't want that much distance, but I did have trouble getting pregnant for 4 years, and I've talked about it in my other videos. So I have 2 boys. I personally don't want any more kids. I would love to have a girl. I think every mother deserves to have a girl because girls are so sweet, even though my boys are my life. I think just with our schedules, I'm good. If it accidentally happens, then, I'll be happy about it. But I think with just our busy schedules, I want to be able to like spend time with them, which I do. Like after work, it's all about them. Yeah. So I think I'm good with 2, but you never know.
You never know. All right. I'll ask a kid-related question because I get so many of those. But someone said, you're waiting to have kids until you buy a home, something along those lines. Negative on that. Although it kind of would be nice to have a house and then have kids, but that's not necessarily what's happening. So.
Right. And I just have to say one thing. Like, I'm open to talk about it. I don't know why. Like, I was open to talk about that. I don't know what I had. The doctor said I had nothing. I couldn't have kids. We tried for years, blah, blah, blah. But I just feel like it's such a sensitive subject that you don't want to ask people because you don't know what the people are going through. Some people might be sensitive talking about it. Some people might not be sensitive and want to talk about it and share their stories. And some people might just not have an issue. They just don't want to have kids right now. Yeah, right now. Or, I don't know. I just feel like it's not a question you want to ask. I don't know.
Definitely. It's like a very private
Because when I only had Robert and we were trying and I couldn't, I would get so annoyed, even though I would answer just like straight to their face. But it's a question you don't want to ask. I mean, maybe it's not the right time. You want to focus on your career, or you just simply don't want kids right now. You have pet. I don't know. I don't think it's a question you want to ask.
Few people that ask about children. Yes. Stay tuned.
Whenever time is right.
Whenever it happens. Oh, I got this one thing that's actually pretty funny. You're not secure about your height. Love you, Sona. Well, love you too. I'm 5'2". I'm not like insecure about my height, but I'm not like, I do wish I was a little taller. I'm not gonna lie. So does that answer the question?
Sure.
I'm not like insecure about it, but I definitely do wish I was taller, only because I don't love high heels. I like kitten heels, and I don't know.
Yeah. How tall is KB?
He's like 5'9".
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
that works well. So I have it's for you. You love living in downtown.
I love working in downtown. I've lived there for 4 years now. I'm kind of over living there. I want to like move out, but I love working there. So we're trying to figure that whole balance out. So,
Let's see what else. All right, somebody asked, you've never been bullied. Okay, so I think this is a serious question and it can get really deep. I think all of us have been bullied at some point, especially social media being how it is right now, where people are so comfortable like spitting out whatever they want to say, whether they mean it or not, whether they know you or not. I feel like me personally, I think that there's one specific story that I remember, and it goes back to when I was in 8th grade. So when we moved to America, I didn't know how to speak English at all. I hated going to school for the first 3 years because I would struggle with my English. And I remember, I'm getting goosebumps. I remember this day, and it's something that never like left my mind. I remember I had this friend, her name was Lizette. I'm not sure if if you're watching. I forgave you, but it is something that can like, I don't even know if Aro knows the story, but anyways, yeah, we were in class, and there wasn't, I don't know what class we were in, but the whole class was reading a book, and there was an insect on one of the pages, and she looked at me and she said, you look like this. Like, it was supposed to be quiet, right? Because everybody was reading. So then, like, I can't defend myself because I'm not, I don't know how to speak English very well. So I just took that in, and I remember tears coming down my ears. Tears coming down my eyes. No, and then the teacher saw me. So one, I didn't want to get her in trouble, which is bad. You do want to say what's happening. I think it's very important to voice what's happening. But I didn't want her to get in trouble. But more so, I didn't know how to explain myself. So I remember going home and crying, and like I remember that specific story like it was today. I remember the room where she was sitting, where I was sitting, and it never left my mind, and it really got to me, and I was struggling because of my English.
Cute.
No, and then I mean probably other stuff happened, but that's something that's been stuck with me, and I remember like it was today.
Yeah.
And then in high school, people used to call me Jakat, which is it's in Armenian. In English, it's called forehead, because I have a big forehead. That never really got to me, because at that time I kind of was older, and but it could, if you are sensitive, it could get to you. So
Yeah,
I think I've
true.
been bullied. I know there's different like levels of bullying, and I hope you're not going through it. But I say if you do, kind of like speak up. It's really important to speak up. So I think that's like a sensitive subject, but it's good to talk about it. I don't know. That's my experience. Yeah. It's good to be open, because once you're open and you share what's happening with you, or if you have any, stories, I feel like people who are in the same situation or have the same problem might not feel alone. So for sure, I think I've been bullied. And it's just, honestly, having kids and thinking about school, I'm like, oh my God, I want to know everything, and I'm very close with my kids, and Aro and I talk to them a lot because I want them to feel comfortable to tell me something if something is going on. So sometimes I'm like that sneaky mom will ask like, so do you like your school? Like, do you want to go back to your old school? Or, do you have nice friends? Like, I ask sneaky questions to see if I can get anything out of him, which luckily I'm hoping nothing yet, but I think as a parent, you don't want to hear anything. Have you had any experiences?
I mean, yeah, I'm sure, like, especially when we first came. I think the one specific story that I can remember, it was actually in middle school too, and we had just come from Armenia, didn't speak any English, of course, so I failed an English test, and my teacher was actually Armenian, surprisingly enough, and he was very tough, or was trying to be very tough, I don't know, but he called my mom, and in front of my mom, he basically said, if you continue this way, you're gonna end up washing dishes in restaurants. And I was just like, we had only been here for maybe a month. I really didn't speak any English. And my mom was pissed at him. And she was like, you can't talk to my daughter like that, blah, blah, blah. It was like a whole thing.
That's just getting me fired up over here.
And it's like, I think I've shared this story. And honestly, there's nothing wrong with, because everyone is at different stages in their lives. And someone watching this might be washing dishes at a restaurant. And there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. You can be ambitious. You can be doing other things and hustling on the side, but to say to someone that like that's all you're gonna end up doing for the rest of your life. And, you know, just because you failed the freaking English test at, you know, being new and all that was really rough. But yeah.
I can't stand people when they throw comments like that out, because there's, you know, I think like it doesn't matter what you're doing, as long as you're working and you're a hard worker. It goes back to that. And I get very sensitive because I just feel like, what if you don't know how your words can affect a person,
Right.
and, you know, saying that, there's nothing wrong with that. And as long as you're a hard worker, no matter what you're doing, whether you're a CEO or you're just barely starting off, whatever the hell you're doing, it doesn't matter. And I feel like people, like, I get so mad when I hear comments like that, because I don't know, like, it just really gets to me. And but
That was my bullying story that I can remember.
we don't want this. We don't want to make this like we want to.
Yeah, fun video, right?
We want to make this video very fun, but of course we're gonna answer all the questions you guys are asking us, and hopefully, if some of the stuff is more serious, you guys can, you know, learn, or I don't know. Hopefully, it'll be helpful for you guys. Let's see what other questions.
You are high maintenance since birth. That's a funny one. Am I? Oh, I don't know. Well, okay, my mom's a hairdresser. She doesn't really do it much anymore, but so I feel like I grew up always having someone to do my hair and that kind of stuff. So in that sense, like, I grew up, I don't know, like, always wanting my hair done and like.
But it's like more being of a
nice,
perfectionist. It doesn't have to be like a high.
I don't think I'm high
maintenance.
maintenance. No.
You just like everything.
Are you?
No.
No.
You have extensions.
Me? Or
I guess
you?
it's for both of us. I don't know. Do you?
I
You
don't.
Right? Yeah.
But do you?
I did for the past 6 years. I've used to have clip-ins, and then individuals. I forgot what it's called. I-tip extensions. I don't know. And then the tape-ins, whatever. And then I got my hair done a few days ago, and I took it off because I just want my hair to rest. I do have clip-ins at home, so if I want, I just need volume and like a little length in the front. So, but right now I don't have anything.
Someone said, I assume you guys are a blast to hang out with.
We would hope so.
We would hope so.
We like having fun. Listen,
do.
life is so stressful. You gotta have fun. You gotta go out. You gotta drink a little. You gotta eat,
Yes.
you know, whatever. And you gotta have a good time. I feel like, I don't know, we do have a good time. I
do.
love hanging out with her because we laugh a lot for no reason.
We laugh at stupid things.
You know, we did share some stories on her channel. So if you haven't watched it, go to her channel. But yeah, I mean, why not? Why be serious?
Yeah, why be serious, man?
Enjoy the moment.
Life is short.
You were a wild child.
Were?
Oh. Are you?
No, I really am not. Are you?
No, because growing up, my brother was very strict.
Mine too.
Yeah.
How funny. But my dad wasn't. He was cool. I actually remember this one story that was really funny. I came home once, and my ID was in my back pocket, so I took it out and put it back into my wallet, and my dad was like, hurry up before your brother sees that.
What did you take out?
My ID.
Oh, your ID.
And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, because, you know, he'll know you went to a club. And I was like, my dad is the shit. Like, he was just, because he had a limo company, so he knew, like, people went out and stuff, and he knew that they left their bags in the limo and just took their IDs. So he was like, you went to a club, put that back right now so your brother doesn't see it.
I did none of that. You guys, my first date, let me tell you how strict my brother was. But he's so cool now. We're so close. He's like, I can't believe I used to be like that. But I feel like a lot of, though, like, what is it? Like, he knows good so. I don't know.
Like, yeah.
Like, our culture is kind of like that, yeah.
Is that the right word? I don't know what I'm saying.
I don't know, but...
Old school, you know?
Yeah, a lot of, like, old school. Yeah. Let me just...
Traditional, very traditional. Okay.
I remember my first date with Otto. I was 21 or 22 years old. He said I have to be home at 9 o'clock.
What?
So we're at the movies at 9:15, and I'm telling this guy, just my husband now, that, hey, I have to go home. But he knew, like, he respected it, and he was like, okay, like, we can go home. And I remember getting home at 9:30. I was like, ooh, at the age of 22, I has to go home at 9 o'clock.
But a little bit of that is your fault, though.
Why?
Because you let that happen.
Yeah, but... I mean, I don't know.
I was a little bit of a brat. Like, once I hit 18, I was like, you ain't tell me what to do.
But after 2 months, getting, like, because, you know, they're very protective. Like, this is my Tristan. This is my sister. You know, if they're, you know, if she has a boyfriend, like, I got to make sure he treats her right. So I get that part, and it's very, like, old school. I get how it is. But, and then after 2 months, getting to know my husband, like, So it was fine. I
It
was
was
going
fine.
home late and there was no problem. So,
I think
but,
they were just worried about us. My brother like put me through hell and back when I was in high school. He wouldn't like let me go to football games, and I would tell my parents like, I don't understand why you guys let him control my life. Like I was
Yeah.
such a brat.
But they didn't think they
now-
were controlling.
No.
They thought they're protecting you. So I get that whole.
And then of
even
course
though I
now
think
that
it's
I'm
crazy.
older, I get it, and I actually appreciate how like protective he was. He was so sweet, obviously,
Yeah.
and all that. But I think when I was younger, I was such a brat. I was like, you
Yeah.
can't tell me what to do, and we would always get into fights. And then we became way closer when we were a little bit older. I would say like 16 and on is when we became a lot more
us too.
closer.
It might sound crazy, but it was just, I feel like they just wanted
just-
to protect us
yeah.
to make sure, like, you
But
know.
also, you know, I think it's more of a cultural thing.
It
A lot
is.
of people watching may not even understand like how that even works. But I think if you come from some sort of a, you know, Middle Eastern background, you kind of understand like parents rely on the older sibling to like kind of
watch over,
guide and
yeah.
watch over and
Yeah.
all that. It's like a thing. But yeah. Would you raise your kids that way now?
No.
No, same. I wouldn't. Like,
But
if-
like my brother being so strict with me growing up, he's not like that now because I feel like the new way
Yeah.
of thinking is like
It's
they're
different.
not, yeah, and I feel like we've been here for so long. But I want to be so open with my boys, and same goes for Aro. Like just in case if there's something going on, they're like, you know, they're not afraid to share that with us,
Yeah.
even though even though it might be something bad.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you know, I feel like times have changed.
for sure.
All right, on to the next question. So this is not a question, but someone said, I wanted both of you to do my makeup for prom 2012, but you were both booked. Hashtag OG fan. Oh,
That's
you're so
cute.
sweet.
What's her name? Chazelle?
Shazelle.
Well, that's her like handle. I don't know. We don't know
Shazelle,
her
yeah,
name.
We don't
but
know her name, but thank
that's
you.
really
That's
cute.
sweet.
You never have bad hair days, girl. You don't watch my stories then.
I was just gonna say that.
You don't watch my stories.
Well, I'm gonna insert.
Yeah.
I'm gonna insert a story when my hair was really bad. But it is taking longer than I thought, and my back is killing me. But I'm almost done with my room, almost done with Michael's room. Then I'll move on to Aro's closet, and then I'm just putting everything away in like bags. I didn't realize how bad. And I started getting messages like, wow, Anna, maybe you should put your hair back. But like even this morning, I mean, it doesn't look bad.
No, it looks cute.
But I did it because last night when I got in from the airport, I showered, we watched, you know, some shows, and then I went to sleep. So in the morning when I woke up, because if I air dry my hair, you don't want to see that. It's
Same. It's really
so,
bad. I
no,
look
I
like a
have a
lion.
lot of bad hair days.
I mean, right now.
I feel like your hair always looks
No,
so
but I
perfect.
got my hair done yesterday, so that's why it looks kind of nice. But yeah, anyway.
We do.
Okay.
All right, there's a funny one. You have a good singing voice. Do you?
No, I mean it's okay, but no, like in the shower. But also,
you
you know, okay, I have a funny
You
story.
know what I do though? I always do this, like that ear thing.
Dead, Mariah Carey.
Yes.
No, but you know what it is? I'll start singing, and then if I don't know the rest of the lyrics, I'll just say Lila.
Like. A little remix. Bye-bye.
Cass would look at me like, why are you lilaing? He'd be like, you're lilaing again.
Happy birthday. You guys, I don't know how to sing, but since you're
No, it's like, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
To Dose of Colors.
You.
It's coming up, right?
So
6
no,
years?
we both coming up 6 years next month.
Okay.
Woo woo! But no, we don't know how to sing.
No.
You're a good artist / painter. Do you paint?
Well, I went to art school. I used to paint and draw and all that, but not anymore.
Okay, I love painting. I just don't have time to paint. But I used to paint most of my paintings at our old house. But
That's so
it's been
cool.
a while, yeah. You wear makeup every day.
Girl,
do you?
no. This is
There's
like.
days I look.
But you know what? Can I say something? When I don't wear makeup, and I think you were saying that earlier, when I don't wear foundation for a long period of time, my skin looks better. I don't break out as much.
Yeah, of course.
So,
Because
yeah,
if you can avoid putting makeup on for a few days, do so, because your skin needs to breathe.
running a business is easy. No, it ain't. That's such a crazy assumption. It's not.
Yeah, it's not. It's a lot. It's a 24/7. There's no breaks.
Okay.
But it is amazing.
You love to travel.
I do. Okay, I do love to travel. I also don't, because my whole thing is we travel a lot for work, and my Where I feel the guilt is like not taking the kids because it's like for work. That's why I don't like traveling, or else like the whole traveling, going to visit other, city,
Yeah,
state, whatever.
that's
I do
fun.
love it, but like, I don't know, it's hard for me. So I try to keep my trips as short as possible. I mean, I do like it, of course.
I love getting there, but I don't like the traveling process.
Are you scared of planes?
I mean, I'm just claustrophobic if anything. I'm not scared of flying. It's more like small areas that kind of freak me out. So,
Yesterday in the plane though, it was scary.
yeah.
The plane was like going like this. It's scary. Now I hear so many like crazy stories that when I'm flying, and I feel like I'm like a daredevil. I wouldn't really get scared of anything until like I started like getting older. Now I'm like, oh my god, like going to Six Flags, I used to bungee jump, doing like, I love doing all the crazy stuff. And I feel like as I'm getting older, and I was telling Killy about this yesterday, I'm getting more like kind of not scared, but like, I don't know, I get freaked out.
Yeah.
So the same thing with the planes. I don't mind it, but I don't know, with all the news we watch, it's scary.
It is scary.
Next question, you don't cook. Ding ding. I don't always cook. I do like cooking, but yeah, I don't always cook. Do you?
I mean, I don't always cook, but I do love to cook, so I do cook.
But I've seen your stories. One time you make lavash with like hummus and like vodka and stuff. That was fun. I tried it.
I mean, I guess I cook at least a few times, 1 to 3 times a week max.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
But I do love food. I love food. I love dessert. I love it all.
Okay, so I got one from Zai_C that you suffer from anxiety. I mean, I've talked about this, so I feel like people know. I do, but it's not like
In what situations?
when I feel claustrophobic or trapped. Like I hate tunnels,
Or like elevators?
elevators.
Yeah.
If I feel stuck, I used to not be able to do gel nail polish because I thought I had no control over it, so I couldn't take it. It was pretty bad. But I've come a long way. I can do gel nail polish now, and I can also fly now. I just have to like relax and talk to
And
myself a
how
lot.
did it change? Like what changed? So maybe you can help other
Well, actually, I was never like this before until I got into an accident. My car was totaled, so it was a really big accident, and I had to get an MRI. And the MRI machines are like really crazy looking. So I actually couldn't go through with it because I freaked out. But they put me in, and then they had to pull me out because I freaked out. But to me, it looked like a casket. So I literally just thought I was like dying, and they were gonna bury me. That was like the weirdest.
And it started from that day.
And after that, I couldn't do anything. I was not in control of. And so when there's traffic and I'm not in control of it, I freak out a little bit. I have learned to control it by doing other things that I'm in control of. So for example, if I'm in traffic and that happens to me, I change the radio station. I'll put on another podcast. I'll do things that I'm in control of.
Like
I'll
a change.
Like just something that I can do. And then I also like to put on my navigation that says like, you'll get there in 15 minutes. So I'm just like, this is so temporary. Like 15 minutes is nothing, kind of thing.
Just something to make you feel comfortable.
Yeah. So I just literally talk to myself a lot.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the only time I have anxiety is just when I feel, claustrophobic. Okay. So, are you girls related?
Do we look related?
We do kind of, no? We look like we could be sisters.
Sure. I wanna hold on, guys. A little experiment here. I love this haircut. Ooh.
Anna, that's so good. You need that in your life.
All right. I just had to do
wanna,
that.
like,
But no,
cut
we're
things.
not related, but we're really good friends.
Yes,
But we do get that sometimes.
We
so.
do, huh?
All right. Are you a crybaby? Are you a crybaby?
No, so I'm tough on the outside, sensitive on the inside, but I try not to show it. But I do get my feelings hurt quite easily. What about you?
I'll say I'm tough on the outside, tough on the inside, but I need to have my moments where I do cry it out.
Yeah.
So I can just like wash everything away. So I don't know.
Depends on the situation.
This is how I always like see it. I'm like, you were born to be in this earth. I really get into it. And you shouldn't let anybody bring you down. But at the end of the day, we're like human beings. So if you're sensitive, it's okay. And if something bugs you, I'd say cry it out.
Yeah.
There's so many times I've cried at the office because something went wrong. Not so many times, but it did happen throughout the 6 years. But I say just cry it out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay.
It's all right.
It's all right to cry. All right. You don't work out. I don't. You're right. I don't work out, which I should. Everybody's telling me I should work out. I know it's healthy to do so, but I know my excuse, and I know it's an excuse, is I don't have time. But I know that's an excuse. I think I should start working out because I am doing like the intermittent fasting, which has been helping me a lot. But I also have to work out
Get
because
your
like
heart
how do you
rate
say
up.
like
It's more for health reasons.
it is for, and I mean, it's good
Yeah.
for you. Good. The older you get, it's harder to kind of like maintain your body and just
For
like
sure.
be healthy. So it's good for you. But it's like, how do they say like "lachkatzim"? Tone up.
You are not.
You're not Armenian and you understand, Andrew. But it's good to be like, it's overall it's good for you. I don't, and like I said, I know it's my excuse, which is an excuse that I need to fix. Do you? You do.
I work
have seen your
out,
stories.
but honestly, I do like 20 minutes of cardio just because I love food and I eat a lot.
No,
So
don't talk about.
I need to do Pilates though because I do need to get toned.
I heard yoga
Like
is
my
really good for
arms
you.
are like getting pretty like I need stuff.
Do you do yoga?
Yeah, but like at home,
So yeah, I should work out
Okay.
one day.
Okay, Anna and Sona, you guys don't have any pet peeves. Do you have any pet peeves?
I have a lot.
I know. I feel like everyone has pet peeves.
Everyone has pet peeves. One of my main ones is when people eat with their mouth open.
No way, me too. Are you still in mine, or is that really yours?
No, it's really mine. I've talked about it before.
Oh,
It
me too. It drives me freaking bananas.
nuts.
Me too.
Or when like or
Oh!
how do you explain that?
When they
Like when you're eating with a fork and like
and your teeth touch the fork. Oh, I
you
get
make that
goosebumps.
sound. That just drives me crazy.
But like, okay, what I don't. Okay, so let me tell you this story. Okay, so when we were younger, my brother and I, my mom would teach us how to eat. Like, I don't know if you guys went through this, but my mom was psycho. She would put mirrors in front of us, literally.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and she'd be like, "This is how you eat," and she would teach us how to eat proper with like a fork and a knife. And like, we were so little, but I remember this. And then if we ever tried to eat with our mouths open, she would like
She would
look
be
at
upset.
us, and you have to close your mouth.
Yeah.
So I grew up like that, and maybe that's why I have this pet peeve. But like, if
I mean,
I'm
I didn't even grow up like that, and I have that. Same
oh my
pet
god,
peeve.
if people eat with their mouth open, especially when they do this, I just cringe. I can't, and you can't. A lot of times you can't say anything because it's
I mean,
rude.
what are you gonna say?
It's
Yeah,
rude.
that's
You're not
their way
like,
of
can you
eating.
close your mouth? It's like-
And then also, like if someone is trying to, like if this is what makes me mad. I don't know if it's a pet peeve. It doesn't make me mad, but I get impatient. If I'm kind of like in the middle of something or busy and then someone tells me a story, but instead of saying like I went to Starbucks and they messed up my drink, they say like, oh, I got into my car today.
Long
I was
story.
listening to Beyonce and
Yeah.
just like, just skip going through A through all the way to Z and just tell me ABC. You
Yeah.
know? Like I feel like that kind of like gives me
yeah.
the
Well, because you're busy and your time is precious.
Oh, what about when people? Okay, another like.
Oh yeah. When they drag their feet.
Yes, they drag their feet
I don't
while
like that
walking.
either.
That like sound, I really get like goosebumps all over me. I'm
me
weird.
too.
I don't know. I feel
Like-
I can't even go to the shipping department because when they open the the boxes, that sound like
Okay, we're probably psycho.
yeah,
like you guys are
that
probably
just
like
when this is not like a pet peeve, but it's something that I don't like. You know the foam, I'm getting goosebumps. The white foam when you get a box and there's like if it's a glass, it's like covered in white
oh
foam.
yeah, I
oh
hate
my
that.
god, oh my god.
Styrofoam.
Woo!
Want more alcohol maybe?
No,
for
I'm
that?
good. But that sound, oh my god, I can't. Ooh, we got one. Anna is a BITCH to work for. Well, I have Andrew, our videographer, that can answer us.
Yeah, when you were
Do you want me to step out of the room?
when you stepped out of the room, I asked him. He said, "You know what? She's a pain, but I have to put up with her." I'm kidding. He said you were lovely.
I mean,
You offered him champagne for crying out loud. That's like nice, no? Oh shit, we did not say that. But like real corporate places don't do shit like that.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think, Andrew? I'm going to point it at you. You don't have to be nice about it. I can give my answer. I have an answer too.
No,
That was a good one.
You
Thank you.
You are a boss lady, but I enjoy working with
I know. So I'm like, I know. No, I don't think, I mean, you guys have to ask the dose team.
I know, just like GM dose of colors. Like, is Anna?
But I think that I love my team. I honestly do. And Aro and I, that's why like sometimes we like taking everybody on trips for people to bond. And you know, since we moved into the bigger space, I feel like we're all like separated. So we like taking, you know, we like people to bond, but we love everybody. That's why we do the nice stuff. But I do have to say, at some point, you gotta kind of like be firm, because if you don't, people will walk all over you, and it's no disrespect to anybody. I don't think I'm a bitch to work for, but you gotta ask the people at Dose. But you know, I am firm, and that when I say something, like I want to make sure people take me seriously, because I laugh a lot and I'm very silly, and then I'm very into like business, and I have like my poker face on that it's all about business, let's get it done. So it's like this, you gotta have like the bossy side, you know, if you want to grow your business, but you also have to be a nice person, because without your team, you can't really make a lot of things possible. So I do appreciate everybody working for us, but yeah, so it's like,
that's cute.
but like you do it in a nice way, like, but I don't know. You guys gotta really ask. Message with those things to really
I
see
feel
what
like,
they
I
think.
mean, I don't obviously like know because I'm not in your space, but I can't imagine you being a bitch. Like, I can imagine you being like firm and bossy when you need to be, but like I just don't see, like, you don't have that in your.
Honestly, I don't think I am, but
you're so nice and humble. Thank you guys so much for watching. We had so much fun doing this. Thanks for having me on your channel.
Of course, I love having you. And don't forget to head over to Sona's channel, because we filmed the Get Ready with us, and a lot of people asked us questions and we answered it. So if you haven't seen that video, check it out.
Yeah, it's like business related.
It's really
for
fun.
People who are wanting to start a new business and need some advice. So head on over and check that out.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will be filming more videos together. So
give us ideas. Yeah, we don't know what to film.
Comment some ideas. We will film more videos together, because I feel like we naturally have so much fun together. So this was a lot of fun filming it.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to say?
No, I'm just
give it a like, thumbs up, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
하죠.
Well, let's just say the reason why she's laughing is because the bottle is down here now.
What I'm trying to say.
We have a new bottle here, so
that's not happening.
Pageant. Okay, say that part.
You know,
I don't want to tell you.
That puts me to sleep. Coming later this year.
Oh.
This is when you know you're so comfortable, because I go to her office and I see her upcoming stuff.
I know.
And then she's over. If you guys only see my table. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. I make sure. What I'm trying to say is I will link. Do you know what vibe means? Like in Armenian? How do you explain that?
How would I know?
Keely knows a lot of Armenian words. Keely, you want to show your sweet face?
Oh yeah, come say something.
I'm gonna teach you, like, how do you say Armenian? Like, I mean, no, how do you explain? Happy birthday. Oh damn!
Happy birthday. Okay, maybe I have a little bit.
You.
Yes, Anna. All right, that was a great way to end the segment. Come again next Tuesday at 4 o'clock.